Minister, the Garda Commissioner last week announced a ban on Garda overtime, causing concern among Gardaí, the GRA and indeed the public. That's with 3 months left in the year. Due to a lack of frontline Gardaí, overtime has become a fact of life, an essential part of just keeping a station and a district functioning. And indeed, the significant successes the Gardaí have had in recent times in tackling the scourge of serious organised crime, much of it had to do with significant overtime. Will the Minister for Justice meet the GRA, the Garda Commissioner Harris, to allow them to outline the enormous impact this will have on frontline policing and to examine alternative sources of funding instead of tying the hands of the Gardaí behind their back with this blunt instrument?
Thank you, Deputy. Deputy Cahill and Deputy Brassil on the same matter.
Officials in Garda Síochána have approached me as well to say that Commissioner Harris has introduced a complete ban on overtime until the end of the year. You know, the programme for government, you know, we've had essential targets as regards resources being put in to fight crime. And whether it is in urban areas, you know, the incidence of drugs or serious crime in urban areas, or the crime in rural areas and rural gangs operating, and unfortunately, you know, that has resurrected itself again. I think, you know, if this ban is being introduced, it will greatly reduce the effectiveness of Garda Síochána in all these operations.
Thank you, Concorda. Minister, after some difficult years for the Garda Síochána and the force in general, I feel under the new Commissioner Harris, confidence is beginning to return in the general public, and morale is beginning to lift in the force itself. Numbers are still not at the desired level, and in the absence of numbers, you do need the facility of overtime. And to introduce a blanket ban for the remaining months of 2018 is a very blunt instrument which could have very devastating effects. So I would ask all parties concerned, the Minister for Justice, the Government itself and the Garda Commissioner to review this decision and reverse it and allow the confidence that is growing in the force to continue. Thank you.
Minister for Justice.
The budget, Concorda, is to the order of €1.6 billion. Out of that, something less than €100 million is the overtime budget and bill. On his initial public comment 3 weeks ago, the Garda Commissioner said that he was going to look at the matter of the Garda budget. That's what he's doing. I keep in regular contact with the Garda Commissioner and with the Garda Representative Associations. I look forward to completing the ongoing ambitious programme for recruitment on Garda Síochána since the reopening of the Garda Training College in Templemore, which was closed when Fianna Fáil were in office. I expect that by the end of this year we will have 500 new, ambitious, energetic, fully trained Gardaí on our streets. But the matter for the Garda budget is one primarily for the Garda Commissioner himself.
Thank you.